Welcome, and I think we're up to about episode 19 of HACCPMentor Review and nearly at the end of May already. This week we cover good form design, how to trace your products, checking out your drains in your production area, and my guest presentation at an upcoming conference. So let's get into it. This episode, I want to go back to one of the basics, monitoring form design. You may or may not think that this is important, but design can mean the difference in food handlers completing the required information or not. When you look at your monitoring forms, check to see that they are not cluttered, as in you are not trying to capture an excessive amount of information and there is sufficient space to record information without having to resort to writing in a size equivalent to a font size 4. Make sure that the space is allocated to capture the date, time or record completion in addition to the name and the signature of the person completing the record and reviewing the activity. I also suggest you move away from the so-called tick and flick form, as these types of records can undermine record authenticity. Get food handlers to actually write an answer. This episode, I'm very happy to announce inclusion as a guest speaker at the upcoming Food Safety Live 2013 conference. The online conference, which will be held on June 26, consists of 14 hours of back-to-back presentations on the industry's hottest trends from leading industry experts. Registration is free but limited to 1,000 places only. You can check out more information, see what I will be talking about and register at foodsafetylive.com. How do you trace your food product? Product traceability plays an important part in your food safety program, and you are required to have systems in place to be able to undertake this activity. As a general rule, you should be able to trace one up and one down. What this means is that you can trace where your product has gone to, or what we call one up, and where your raw materials have come from, what we call is one down. Having the exact steps documented will allow you to quickly trace products to both customers and back to your raw material suppliers. I suggest including what records you would need to access to show traceability from start to finish. This week's action item is to go around and check that your drains are clean. This means getting down on your hands and knees and having a good look at production floor drains. Lift off drain covers, remove drain grates so that you get a better visual inspection. This episode's food poisoning outbreak comes from my capital home country of Australia, in Canberra. ACT Health is currently investigating an outbreak of Salmonella gastroenteritis linked to a local restaurant. Over 140 suspected cases of gastro have been reported amongst patrons who ate at the restaurant, with 30 of these having had Salmonella confirmed by laboratory testing. It had also been reported that 15 people have been hospitalised. The Copa Brazilian restaurant has been linked to the outbreak and has recently made a public apology to patrons affected. Mayonnaise made using raw eggs has been implicated as the most probable cause of the outbreak. That wraps up this week's episode. If there's anything that you'd like covered in upcoming episodes, please leave a comment below this HACCPMentor review or just send me an email. Until next time, have a great week. I'm Amanda Evans from HACCPMentor.com.